We are joined today by Miss Kathy Martin, and we're going to be talking about a jazz and art fest that's taking place this evening. And I want to tell you, or I want you to tell us a little bit about what you do, where you're from, and this event as well.
Great. My name is Kathy Martin. I'm an attorney with protection and advocacy for people with disabilities. We're central offices here in Columbia. We are a statewide nonprofit, free services, providing legal assistance to individuals to advocate for their legal and their civil rights.
You know, I find it hard to believe that they still have to fight for rights at this point. You would think that that would all be in place. Do you find that you have a lot of work to do in that manner?
There is still an awful lot of work. We've been in existence here in South Carolina since 1977, and things have gotten a little better, but it's still an uphill battle.
What would you say some of the main challenges that you see people with disabilities facing over and over again that maybe really should be relieved at this time?
Things such as access to public and private facilities,
okay.
Accessibility issues, getting interpreters, abuse and neglect in residential facilities.
That is sad.
It is very sad. We have issues with employment discrimination. We see that frequently, and we work with people, children in schools. We have a big program there where we work fighting against seclusion and restraint in public schools, necessary accommodations, people being able to live independently as possible in the community, which is also under federal law.
So what I'm gathering is just people aren't considering it when they are developing maybe school systems or residential systems. They need to keep that forefront of mind. And you mentioned something that just grabbed my attention, seclusion in schools for children with disabilities.
Exactly.
What does that mean? They're just like leaving them off in a corner or something?
Or putting them in a seclusion room by themselves to when they're misbehaving. There's seclusion and restraint. There have been children who have died from being improperly restrained. And it's a nationwide effort to make sure that this is stopped.
That is horrible. That is truly horrible. Thank goodness for people like you out there fighting for rights.
Thank you.
We have a way for the public to get together and help Miss Martin and her colleagues as they protect and advocate the rights for those with disabilities, and it's a fun event too. So we're going to be talking about jazz and art. Tell us a little bit about just a couple of the pieces that we have. We have a few seconds left here.
Well, brought in some pieces.
Love this one.
These are from our silent auction. We have both a silent and a live auction. These have come from the Art of Recovery through the Department of Mental Health. Brian Marks and Barbara Bushaw. The silent auction, there's a minimum bid. Anything over that bid comes to P&A. The pottery piece here, I love. Christian Royal is a good friend of ours. He's a 19-year-old gentleman with Down syndrome who lives in Charleston. His work is found in some of the...
This is beautiful.
He's just incredible. I've got several pieces of his at my house that I've bought over the years.
I mean, beautiful.
Yeah, he's wonderful. He's got his own pottery studio in Charleston.
I love it. I have never made anything successfully. Everything of mine kind of crashes in, so that's amazing. Yeah. So if you folks happen to see this flyer around, make sure you pick it up. And you know, this is a very good event. It really is worthwhile, and of course there's going to be art and jazz and hors d'oeuvres and cocktails, and for an amazing cause. So stop by and let's talk about when and where this is taking place.
Tonight from 6 till 9 at the Nelson Mullins office downtown on the 17th floor. Beautiful rooftop. We've got, it's phenomenal every year.
I can't wait. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to stop by and see you guys.
Oh,
I'm really definitely supporting you on this. So thank
Great.
you for coming by.
Thank you.
And we're also going to have a musician coming to visit us later and do a little performance for us. So stick around. You'll stay around too?
I will stick around.
All right. Thanks, Ms. Kathy.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more right after this.